are live here on Smarter San Diego with Melissa Sofia, broker, real estate expert with the Avenue Home Collective. So, Del Sur, what's up, girl?
What's up?
I wore the orange jacket for you.
Thank
I know you missed the orange carpet.
I mean, you know, we need to have a little bit of orange in our life.
That's right.
Actually, orange is one of the colors of Design 39.
I was going to say, I noticed it in the market flyer.
Yes.
That there's some orange in there, so it just works out perfectly. And this is one of those areas I think a lot of people don't know about Del Sur.
Isn't that funny?
The people who do are all over it. In fact, I talked to someone who was trying to buy in there.
Okay.
They were renting. I was going to send them to you. They already had an agent, but they were talking to me about it. They saw a segment we did on the show, and they were asking me questions. And basically, they're renting out a place. Their max purchase price is like $850.
Okay.
So they could get in.
Yes.
To something attached, but they really want to detach. But the detached is like what, 1.1, 1.2.
Yeah, a little bit higher.
A little higher.
You can find something just a little bit lower. Depends on the size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Size matters for sure.
Hashtag. Yeah. Hashtag size matters. Yeah, Del Sur is just super hot right now. And there are so many reasons why. I'm really excited that I get to talk about it today because it's where we live and our children go to school there. We have so many friends here and it's really become home. So.
Yeah, so what is the fuss all about? I mean, we know it's newer construction.
Yes, so it's newer construction. There are homes that they started building back in 2006, but a lot of the homes are, 2009, 2010 and newer. A ton of homes were built in 2016 and even newer than that. So what's really neat about Del Sur is that, it's funny, first of all, where is it? So many people are like, I don't even know, is that like a new city or, do you know where it is exactly?
I don't know if I can say exactly. No, it's 92127. It's the 56, right? It's north of the 56.
Yes. So it is actually, it's sandwiched between, it's lovingly nestled between, not sandwiched. No, it's between Rancho Santa Fe and what you would call Black Mountain Ranch or Rancho Penasquitos. It's just west of 4S Ranch, which was also a master plan community over there. It's technically Rancho Bernardo in the city of San Diego. Okay. So, yeah, it's 92127.
927 Rancho Bernardo.
But the newest part of it.
The newest part of it, the westernmost.
The westernmost part of it. And you can reach Del Sur off of the 56, off of Camino Del Sur. Or you can reach it off the 15 at Camino del Norte.
Gotcha.
So that's one thing that's really neat about it. There's multiple access points.
That's super helpful. So, newer community. Nicer stuff.
Absolutely.
Seems like really good product there.
Yes, it's a master plan community, amazing schools. So it's a master plan community. It's on over 1,000 acres. And what's really neat about it is they kind of kept it natural. So you've got just the native landscaping, and it has this really incredible architecture, kind of pulls from La Jolla and Mission Hills, and it's got a really neat vibe to it. Like you said, newer construction, and when they master plan this community, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, we live in a master plan community. They did a really good job. So there are 14 parks and 11 pools, but it's not just like a little tot lot and a regular pool. All of the parks and pool areas are incredible. They have kid pools, and then they have adult pools, they have lap pools, they have waiting areas, and really neat different kinds of playgrounds. They'll have like a 3-story tower, and then they'll have like a wood playground. They have an amphitheater and a stage, all in different little parts, little pockets of the neighborhood. So, we'll pick a different park to have a play date at every time.
I was going to say, you have 14 parks?
Yeah, it's crazy. And what's really neat is the last park that they had just opened, it literally opened just a few months ago, has a skate park, tennis courts, basketball court, and like a big sport area to play.
Incredible.
I know.
That there's that much there.
Oh, my kids go nuts at the skate park, and my son was like chatting it up with 2 literally grown men the other day, and I was like, well, who's he talking to? Ends up they're like pro skaters. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You make friends with them. That's cool with me. Yeah.
So is there Melrose?
Yes, there is Mello-Roos
Okay.
because, you need to take care of all of
Finance
this
all
stuff.
that.
Well, what's really neat is this area, at least you are really paying for something with your Mello-Roos. Not only do they have all of these parks and all of these pools, they actually have security that patrols the neighborhoods all the time. So they're keeping all the shenanigans away, and they also have incredible community events. So this is that classic neighborhood where, you come out of your garage, wave to your neighbors, your kids are riding their bikes through the alley or, off to the park. And then, in the winter, they have Snow Day, they have Del Sur Santa, they have 4th of July parade where everyone gets on their bikes and has streamers. And yeah, it's a really cool community. This past weekend, they actually had, for adults, they had a wine tasting event at the ranch house. So they do events for everyone.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Including, there's a community market there too, right?
Exactly.
And you're heading something up with that.
Yes, we are so proud to be part of it. So the Avenue Home Collective actually sponsors the Del Sur and 4S Ranch Community Market. It's a farmer's market, and it just started in December, so you got to come and check it out. But what's really neat about it is it's very focused on the community. So the Avenue Home Collective, what we sponsor is the Kidpreneur section, which is kind of something new. A lot of places don't actually do this, but what we have is an opportunity for kids to come out with their really neat business ideas or products, services, whatever it is that they're trying to do, and they can have the opportunity to learn how to be an entrepreneur. So it kind of carries over from the concept of my daughter's school. My daughters go to Design 39, and they really support the entrepreneurial spirit of the kids.
I love that because it's actually innate.
Yeah.
We actually, when we put kids in the normal school system, that's where they go learn to not be entrepreneurs,
Exactly.
right? They are taught everything but that.
Right. Followers rather than leaders.
Correct. Yeah, a whole bunch of those things is just kind of basic. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, it's actually natural. I mean, I remember my daughter when she was 3 or 4 years old starting to say things, and I was like, wow, is she going to be like a business savant or something? But really, she's just recognizing the obvious stuff.
Right.
Like she would say, well, there's a lot of people here. She would say, Daddy, we should put up a table and sell something here. There's lots of people. And
That's so awesome.
I was like, well, why do you think we should do it here? She said, because there's lots of people. They'll probably buy it.
Isn't that incredible?
And she's like 3 or 4 years old.
Right. My post last weekend is I was like, gosh, I remember driving my little Power Wheel to the end of my street and stacking all my books and toys and just trying to sell them on the corner. And I was like, if you have a child who has this kind of passion for creating a business for themselves, we will give them a better platform than your street corner.
Yeah.
And anything, we have children who've created, bath bombs that they're producing, making themselves that look like cupcakes, smell like cupcakes, so cute. There's like,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, like scrubs and there are just so many different business ideas. Water bottles, there's this there's these little guys who created these water bottles that they designed, and they have all different, decorations on them. It's so neat to see that they conceptualize these things and actually produce them.
Well, one thing that we won't be surprised about in the future, and I don't know if do you know Caleb Maddox?
I don't know.
He's like a really famous, he's a big internet guy, sort of a motivational speaker type
Okay.
guy. He started when he was
Sounds
very young, he
familiar.
was like 12.
Wow.
And now he's created a whole platform for kids.
Right.
It's sort of like self-help for kids.
That's awesome.
So pretty cool, but I think we can all see the writing on the wall as each generation comes, as technology increases, as
Right.
the phones get involved in everything. Kids are growing up faster and faster and faster and faster.
It's true.
And they're getting access to information earlier and earlier and earlier.
Absolutely.
So it should only make sense that we start giving them more
Right.
real life, useful concepts and ideas, and to basically just take the handcuffs off of them.
Exactly.
Let them figure it out. Let them run around. Let them take an idea to market.
So I love that. I love that you're saying that because, there are great schools in Del Sur. We have Del Sur Elementary, we have Oak Valley Middle, Del Norte High School. And then we have our daughter's school, Design 39, which is based around the concept that you're kind of discussing here, which they're really focused on the individual learner and just giving them the opportunity to grow at their pace and kind of giving them the freedom to learn and just develop this mindset of their education, however, in the direction that they're going. So if they have certain interests, if they have certain things that spark like a passion for learning, they really allow them to chase that, and it's a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
And what we do is we give them at Design 39, we give them the technology and the real world tools that they use to, grow in their learning. So our daughters actually participate in this thing called Market 39, and it's a lot like this farmer's market, but it takes it from the concept to the end product. So they came up with a business idea. They, they came up with a plan of something they were going to create. They came up with a budget, what it was going to cost to create the product, and then go ahead and market it. So then they presented their idea on pitch day to like a panel of actual real life investors, like a Shark Tank.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy to see these kids. They're like dressed up in little business suits. It's so cute, but they're so serious, and they knew exactly what their profit margins were, the cost of production. And then, certain businesses were chosen to move forward, actually given real money from the investors' pockets to create a business. And my daughter's group actually got chosen to move forward. They have a little bit of a philanthropy side to it, so they're actually donating some of their profits to Rady's Children's Hospital and the Ronald McDonald House. So that was really neat. But it's so awesome to see them inspire this type of entrepreneurial spirit in kids. And I love that we at the Avenue get to support that on the farmers market side and kind of take that and run with it. So if anyone knows any kids who have incredible business ideas or who are looking to be entrepreneurs, hit us up. We have a little link on our Facebook that I'll post, and there's a vendor application. It's not too late to even be a vendor at the next market in May.
Yeah, May 5th.
Yes, May 5th.
12 to 4, it's Sunday, May 5th.
Absolutely.
So we will post that flyer in the comment section below,
exactly.
so you can check that out.
And the farmer's market is at Design 39. It's on the black top of the school. It's actually right next to the Del Sur Town Center, which, gosh, is another really cool thing that we have. It's by the Sprouts and the Target. We have Choice Juicery over there, which I think I took you there.
Yes. You got me hooked on it.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't help but stop there for my green juice and my coffee every day.
They have the best acai bowls.
Yes.
And I love the kale chips too. Like
so
when I want
good.
some salty, perfect.
So many places do kale chips, but their kale chips are amazing, and they have all these really good salads.
Addicted to the ranch kale chips.
Oh, so
Straight
addicted. So every time you roll through there, you stop and get some.
I have to snag those. Or a Warrior, which is
yes,
a great
the Warrior's so
smoothie.
good.
Super good.
I love it.
Speaking of schools, you have some insight on something that's going down. It's a
I
pretty
do.
big deal for schools in the area.
It's a really big deal because, Poway Unified School District is renowned. It's nationally renowned. We are one of the best school districts in the nation, and we really didn't kind of expect this to happen, but there have been a large group of parents that have been advocating to have a high school put in relation to the Design 39 learning concept. And we just found out that the funding has been approved and they're moving forward with the Design 39 Innovation High School.
What?
So we're gonna have somewhere for our kids who are learning in this philosophy to go.
Where will it be?
It's that we don't know yet. There are a lot of details that are not worked out because this is just brand new.
So this may be 5 or 6 years from now.
It's actually just a couple years out.
Really?
They're
That's it?
thinking like two years or so. I mean, we can't, we don't know anything yet. We can't make any promises, but there is a community meeting April 29th. So if you are interested in that, hit me up and I'll give you the details on that as well. Yeah, it's going to be really neat. So
That's a huge
I think
deal.
One of the biggest worries, because Design 39 is a K through 8th. So one of the biggest worries for people were, what are my kids going to do when they graduate 8th grade? How are they going to take this type of learning and move it to a traditional high school? So that was a big concern for a lot of people. Now we don't have to worry about it. So thrilled. I'm not going to have to homeschool my 4 kids.
Do you think that that also creates more appeal for the area? Because already there's an inventory issue. In fact,
Absolutely.
The example I was giving you earlier is the person I talked to from the show that basically was like, there's nothing. It's like, I'm hawking it. I'm looking for this type. I know exactly what. She actually knew what model she wanted to buy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so she's very specific. I was going to say, if you are looking to buy in this area, it's actually a good time to buy because the inventory is, as scarce as they may feel it is, the inventory has increased to almost double from where it was 1 year ago. So March of last year, I think there were only like 30-something homes in Del Sur that you could even buy. This year, there's over 50 right now. So there is more on the market than there has been ever before.
Good to know.
There are still new homes. Has she looked into new homes, you think? Because there are actually brand new communities that they are still selling.
Really?
Yes, there are new homes selling in the mid-6s, mid-high 6s.
That go to Design 39?
That go to Design 39.
I don't think she knew that.
Oh.
And I didn't. I couldn't
She's
parlay the
gotta
information.
Contact me.
I know. Well, I was gonna put her in touch with you. That
No,
was
I
my
know.
whole point. But she
It's
had an
true.
agent, and
That's okay.
So I was like, okay.
You know what you should do? You should send her to the farmers market because I'll be there, and our booth is always popping. So come by, and I'm happy to kind of lead her through. And if any of you are interested in checking out some of the homes in the area, you know, there are no agents that know that area more than those of us that live there. You know, we see these new homes every day. We hear about homes that aren't on the market yet, and that you can have an opportunity to you know, see before they hit the market. It is it's a special little pocket, and if you don't have an agent who is especially knowledgeable about Del Sur, they won't really know because it's kind of like a pocket neighborhood, street by street, and I've watched the neighborhood grow up development by development. So I know, you know, I literally know the floor plans in all the different developments from one street to the next, what the prices should be, and you know, what homes you'll find, which schools go to what.
I think it's one of those areas where you're kind of either you're in the know or you're not.
Right.
And
a lot of people will pretend that they know, but they don't.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes they don't even know the
Seriously.
difference between 4S Ranch and Del Sur, and I'm like, oh.
They don't know the difference between Del Sur and Big Sur. Let me tell you. I mean, because there's a lot of people who you say Del Sur, they hear Big Sur.
Right.
Because for years that's what we
Yeah,
you
that's
thought
true.
of.
That's
and it's
so
like,
funny.
No. This is off the 56. This isn't in like North California or whatever. So you know, it's one of those things where either if you know, and the people who know about it, they tend to stay there.
Right.
They really like it.
Absolutely.
They don't want to leave. They'll do whatever it takes to stay.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been hearing over and over from people who are looking in that area. In fact, there was someone who contacted me 3 or 4 years ago it was about winning this listing to do a show in there. And she ended up never selling because she was like, where am I going to go?
Right.
Like, where am I going to go where I'm going to enjoy where I live
So people
as much as here?
People come for the schools, they come for the newness of the homes, they come for all of these kind of exterior things, but what they really stay for is the community. I mean, there is an unparalleled community spirit. When I say like you're friends with your neighbors, I mean, it's so true. I have come across like lifelong friends in this area. It's been incredible. I can totally understand why she feels that way. And what I see now is people going, okay, well, I thought I'd move here and then retire elsewhere. I thought I'd go move to the coast, and instead they just kind of move around. You know, they went from a townhouse to an attached duplex to a bigger home. And then, you know, we're even now seeing people because, okay, prices actually went up from February 2018 to March 2019. They have increased 13%.
Wow.
So the growth that's going on,
Holy smokes.
I know, right?
So what do you do if you're a seller? Then, like, let's give a little advice there on that front since we have you here.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, if inventory has increased but prices have gone up, you know, maybe mixed signals for the seller. How do you attack, you know, this situation? Let's say you are leaving San Diego, or you do want to be on the coast, or you're taking one of these other journeys.
Absolutely.
What do you do to be smart about listing your home right now?
You know, truly, for Del Sur, because it is like a specific pocket of a neighborhood, you really do want an agent who's especially knowledgeable about this little area, because you know, for instance, like we'll get a lot of inquiries from people moving in, trying to get into the school. I mean, I ran into a couple who was moving from New York, who were moving, and they wanted to specifically their kids to go to Design 39. Wow. So, I mean, it's paramount to find an agent who knows the area, like myself, and knows how to get you the most for your money. You know, it's not just any other home. Del Sur is a very incredible neighborhood, and the buyers need to know about it. If you price it correctly, I mean, you can really recoup and get a lot for your home. And then what's really neat is if you're moving up, there's a kind of funkiness in the market right now where you could probably get a deal for something that's a little bit higher. You know, those luxury homes, you know, you could probably find something that's been sitting on the market a while that you might be able to get a good deal on. So if you are looking to sell, it's a great time to sell because your home has increased. And there is a possibility to find a home that has been sitting that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, move-up buyers always make sense in that situation where...
Yeah, it's kind of like a perfect market right now.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah.
You got the lower interest rates, so that helps drive up the price on your sell side.
Exactly.
And helps you on your buy side. But also in those higher price ranges, there's a little more inventory now, a little less competition, so maybe you can snake a deal or at least not overpay.
At least not overpay.
You know, at least not overpay because it's a super hot area.
That's exactly right.
Just a couple shout outs here. James Brennis, what's up, buddy? He says, we love Design 39. Everybody does.
Yay.
Everybody loves Design 39.
It's so awesome.
T. Warden, what's up, buddy? He says, Derrick Evans, repping the original Gatorade colors. You know, I was trying to figure out what these colors actually represent.
Gatorade.
Other than just like super Irish. Gatorade, there it is. I love it. He also says, well, Sophia, you look fabulous, and I agree.
Thank you,
do look
darling.
Fabulous, darling. So, Del Sur and Forest Ranch Community Market.
Yes.
Sunday, May 5th, 12 to 4. You got the Kidpreneur.
Yes.
With the Avenue
Send
Home
us your
Collective.
children.
With their business
With
ideas.
their business ideas. I've got enough children, so
She does that.
But come and visit us. It'll be a fun
New high
day.
school. Funding is approved for the new high school
Yep.
to carry on the Design 39 from 9 through 12.
That's right. Powell Unified School District has a new high school coming, and that is big news.
That is humongous. So lots of things are hot in the area, not to mention several of the places that we mentioned. I'm sure we'll do more on Del Sur, but it was great to have you here, Melissa Sophia. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Great to see you, as always. And of course, share this with your friends. Make them smarter than everyone else. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
And drink some Gatorade.